Salute, comrade, salute, revolutionary salute, comrade, salute, revolutionary salute, royal love, love, noble salute. All right, this is Malik Aline. I am the chairman of the Noble Young Lords Party. All right, let's take a walk with me today. Happy Friday. All right, Juma Mubarak to the Muslim brothers and sisters. All right, today's Congressional Friday. No, I'm not an imam, and I'm a student of knowledge. Meaning, some people say worldly knowledge, but regardless, I'm a student of knowledge. I like to study, and when it comes to the deen, I study as well. I listen to, various imams, and that's what helps formulate my perspectives when it comes to the deen. All right, but now, other than that, let's get on some nitty gritty shit. So the nitty gritty shit, right? Mind you, man, we can't know we on laws. You know what I'm saying? I gotta set the standard, and the standard is like this is not like anyone else because we're the Vanguard Party. Feel me? No, we on is the Vanguard. So we have a PCM. So let's say me as an individual, we all have character flaws as well too. You know what I'm saying? So one of the things about No Be On Lord's Party is that we deal with, we look for contradictions, we expose the contradictions, we look for criticism, we accept criticism, and we also do self-criticism. We deal with dialectical materialism, we deal with historical materialism, we deal with democratic centralism, collective decision making by the whole, right? That's how we operate here in No Be On Lord's Party. We cannot be reactionary. And as I'm telling you this, I'm also like reminding myself as well too, because no be on laws, you know what I'm saying? We lions too, right? You know what I'm saying? We lions too, baby. You know what I'm saying? We lions, you know what I'm saying? We gotta rip that crown right as well too, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of other organizations, they look at the Noble Young Party like, yo, yeah. You know what I mean? Like we still tied to the Almighty King Queen Nation, so to speak. But Almighty King Queen Nation was the one that initially picked up the torch from the Young Lords. You know what I'm saying? And Almighty King Queen Nation has the good and the bad. That's the black and the gold. That's the yin and the yang, right? Can't have one without the other, right? Once a tree is rooted, you just gotta take the tree as it is, right? That's the Almighty King Queen Nation right there. It has 3 stages too. You know what I mean? Now nobody on this party. Of course it's fairly new compared to the nation, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, because you gotta understand, Almighty King Queen Nation came out in the 1940s in Chicago, you know what I mean? And then New York, 1986, and then within that time frame, Connecticut, then Massachusetts, then New Jersey, that whole area came up within the 90 area, you know what I'm saying, the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. Now, Noble Young Lords Party was established in 2001 by a lot of ancient land kings, a lot of veteran land kings who held positions, who held key positions, key state positions, you know what I mean? And they feel that they can't, it's hard to change, you can't really change, it's hard to change the nation entirely, but the nation is still in growth and progress. It's still growing. Look, the nation is a part of government in Ecuador and Spain. So, you know what I mean? It's still growing. It's all depending on the environment. You gotta know your terrain. So Noble Young Lords Party, we're socialists, we're not a gang, we're not a clique. We're a socialist party. We're political. We also a humanitarian party. We also a community activist. If need be, community security at events, like for rallies and protests. All right. So that's how we operate. I'm here working at the same time, so you gotta bear with me. I just wanted to clear that up. The other things too that Noble Young Lords Party, all right, yes, we Latino Nations North America, and we accept all races. The thing is, you gotta understand is Latino Nations North America, so therefore, we have certain ones is not more important. It's just priority. For example, we have the Puerto Rican independence, and then we have after the Puerto Rican independence, from there we have other Latino nations who are still struggling for true democracy or true sovereignty, fighting against oppression, fighting against imperialism. And that's all our common enemy is imperialism. And we want equality as well too. So even if we come about socialists, and we have equality, goes to, and we give it capitalism, it still has to be some type of, some way social economics where the working people can also have their small business as well too. All right, don't create a class, but at least give people the opportunity to have their own small business as well in a socialist setting. All right. None of that what they doing in Cuba with the rations. That's because of the embargo, but we don't want the rations, and we don't want to go back to how they used to be back in the days with the welfare cheese and all that. We don't want that type of socialist help neither. You know what I'm saying? What they're doing right now, we have the food pantries. What we have a good here in the United States, but it's still a lot of work that needs to be done. They're not a lot of people their basic needs. They creating a caste system for those who are incarcerated. Right now, throughout the country, a lot of states is changing the changing the whole voting thing. So we pressing more people of their voting rights. Right back to the Jim Crow, but they got to go right back to the Supreme Court with that shit. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. I mean, we got to fight against fascism, fight against institutional racism, fight against the prison industrial complex. You know what I mean? Push restorative justice. Once individual finish their incarceration, they get all their basic rights back. The rights only be taken while they incarcerated. Once they prove that they no longer need to be incarcerated and they need to be a working citizen, right, law-abiding citizen, all their rights, as a law-abiding citizen, should be retained. Restorative justice. All right, restore the rights back to those who are formerly incarcerated. All right, with that, salute. Let's not forget, prison lives matter too. All right, let's not forget United Struggle Within. Let's not forget the United Front for Peace in Prisons. All right, cool. No be on those party. One Lord, one people. Stay noble. My name is Malik Alim. Assalamu alaikum. Peace.